Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. Hit that like button down below if you are having a good day, having a good holiday season. But today guys, we have got a couple of free items and skins to talk about and how to get them. That's right guys, I'm going to be showing you how to get the free Woolly Warrior skin. That's right guys, you can now get it, which is a little bit surprising, but I'll explain exactly how to go about getting that right now. And then on top of that, also a free wrap that you can likely get. Not part of the challenges, not part of the Winterfest presents. It's actually an extra thing. I'll explain a little bit more about that. And on top of that, we're going to be going over a little bit of update news towards the end about like the snowstorms, how it may lead into the next season and things like that. Overall guys, it's going to be a very fun video, and if you do enjoy it, be sure to subscribe for more free skin tutorials, more fun videos, turn on notifications for those, and also if you want to help support me, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir in the item shop. I get a bit back from those purchases. It helps support the channel and I appreciate it a ton. But without further ado here guys, let's go ahead and jump into it with the first of the two free items that I want to talk about, and that is the free wrap that you're going to be able to get more than likely coming up here pretty soon. So yeah guys, we've already had a couple of wraps, or a few wraps that we've been able to get from the Winterfest challenges, the Winterfest presents, and all of that stuff. You got like the New Year 2020 wrap and things like that, but this wrap is completely different. It is called the Star Party wrap, and again, it's not part of those challenges, it isn't part of those presents, but you're more than likely going to be able to get it for free very soon. And as you can see, this is the wrap right here. We're not 100% sure if it's animated, but I'm assuming it is just, you know, taking a look at it. It looks like it would be an animated one with like the stars moving around and things like that. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, guys, what's interesting about this wrap is that it's actually a part of a set, and that set is the New Year's 2020 set. So with that being said, since we already have the New Year 2020 wrap, which is a part of the same set, is this one going to be coming out as a free reward also for New Year's, since again, it's also part of that same set. It's definitely a possibility, and with that being said, we already know that there's going to be a New Year's event, so having a special item for like attending the New Year's event could make a lot of sense and could be how you get this item. And by the way guys, if you haven't seen my previous video talking all about the New Year's event, leaks about it, what is going to happen, check that out after this video. There will be a link down below in the description, and I'll link it as a card. But yeah, there's 100% going to be a New Year's event. We can already see parts of it like in-game and replay, so having an item for it would make a lot of sense. But then after that guys, let's keep it going here and get into how to get the Woolly Warrior skin, which is a very cool skin, and it's a free outfit. It's crazy that we're getting free outfits from this event. We already got Lieutenant Evergreen, the holiday tree skin. If you missed that tutorial, be sure to check it out on the channel. That's a very good one as well. But yeah, the Woolly Warrior you can now get in game. And first of all, let's take a close look at the Woolly Warrior now that we can unlock it and see exactly what it looks like. So as you can tell, it's obviously like a Mammoth inspired skin. Seems to be very similar to the Cuddle Team Leader type skins. I think they use like the same suit for the most part, besides the head, obviously. That's original, specifically made for this skin, as far as I can tell. And the head of the suit is definitely pretty interesting. But yeah, the rest of it seems to be Cuddle Team Leader, just, you know, colored differently, a little bit of a brown color. And overall, it looks really cool. It's also got, you know, bits of ice here and there, which is pretty interesting. And overall, it's pretty solid for a free outfit. Also, guys, there's a little bit of a secret effect to this skin. Nothing too crazy, but when you jump up and down, there's actually a slight snowy effect that happens. You can see it a little bit like right here, the snowflakes that fall off when you land from a jump. It's just a cool little extra effect. They put in the work to add that once you jump and land, so I thought I'd mention it. Now, I will also say that unlike Lieutenant Evergreen, it does not come with a special back bling. It does not come with an emote, but hey, it's still a free outfit, so might as well go after it. And with that being said, guys, how do you go about getting this skin? Well, guys, as you may expect, it actually involves opening the present on the far left, the one that you have to save for last. However, that's not as simple as it may seem. There's actually a way to open it earlier, and that's how people have already been able to open it. And basically how that works is that you want to open all of the presents on the left side first. I think there's about 10 of them on that left side before you get to the large present, but if you open all 10 of those specifically on the left side and avoid all of the presents on the right side, you don't open any of the Star Wars ones, don't open the Lieutenant Evergreen tree, which also counts as a present. If you only go for the ones on the left, you will then be able to open up the large present with your next present that you unlock. And as you can see, once you unlock that, it will get you the brand new outfit, and it'll then go to your locker and you'll be able to use it fully. So again, guys, keep that in mind. If you have any of the presents from the right side unopened, keep those unopened and then open the ones on the left so that you can get closer to getting this Woolly Warrior skin if you want to get it a bit earlier. Obviously, you can wait to open open up all of the presents and then get this skin at the very end. But it's something to keep in mind. Again, I wanted to explain fully how to get this skin, how it works, how the last big present works. So yeah, guys, there you go. And also leave your comments down below of what you think about this skin. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. But then after that, guys, let's keep it going here with a bit of info about Season 2 and Chapter 2. Or Chapter 2, Season 2. That sounds so funny to say. Technically, it would be Season 12. But yeah, we've got a bit to talk about with that. And basically, this has to do with the snowstorms that have been happening around the map. Now, I did explain a little bit more about this, and I think my previous video, again, there will be a link to that down below in the description, but we talked about how the snowstorms work, how there's actually different types of snowstorms, but this time around, it's looking like the snowstorms are actually getting a bit more intense, or more specifically, it looks like they're getting a bit more closer together of when they happen. Now, that's just a rumor as of right now, but it's something to keep in mind, because that could play a big role in the story and moving forward to the next season. And there's basically two main things that this could be pointing towards, so let's go over the first of which, and this is more of a story related thing, but it has to do with Chaos Agent. So far, since the end of the challenges and the end of the loading screens, we haven't had that much in regards to the story. The only other thing is really, you know, the virus version of Scratch that was released recently with the Winterfest update. And if you don't know how to get that, I have a video on the channel. Just search for it. You'll be able to find it and it'll help you out with that. But yeah, Scratch turning into a virus is very interesting. But other than that, there really hasn't been anything. So let's go back to that loading screen real quick that shows a lot of info about the story. And it shows Chaos Agent, you know, looking at everything like he is the leader of the villains in this storyline. But there was one thing that we had talked about, and that is basically this screen right here. As you can tell, that appears to be a storm. And we talked about how this would likely lead to the snow-covered map in this season, but we didn't quite know that there would actually be snowstorms. So this makes even more sense than we thought it would, because snowstorms haven't ever been in the game, at least like how they have been right now, where they're dynamic. There's different levels to the snowstorms and things like that. So it's very interesting to see a connection from this story-driven loading screen and the snowstorms that are on the map right now. And on top of that, since it's in Chaos Agent's lab, or whatever you want to call it, where he's monitoring all these things, could he be the one behind these snowstorms? That would make a lot of sense, because, you know, what is the cause of the snowstorms? Obviously, it could just be weather, but we didn't have that really happen last year. The only way we got snow on the map was because of the, oh man, I'm forgetting the exact name of the skin, the Ice King? Something along those lines, but he had that whole event where he covered the map in snow, and that was in regards to the story. So this having, you know, a connection to the story would make a lot of sense. But then it begs the question of, why is he doing this? What is the plan behind it? Why does he want to cause all these snowstorms? So we'll maybe circle around back to that. But there's something else I want to talk about as well, and that is basically more of a gameplay type thing that could have to do with the future seasons, and that is dynamic weather. So basically, this is the first time in Fortnite's history, and Fortnite has been out for a long time already, that we've seen dynamic weather events in the game. And what I mean by dynamic is having them happen like every 10 minutes or so is what they started at. Now they're happening a bit more often, it seems, but sometimes it's a heavy snowstorm, sometimes it's just a light one, but there's different things that happen, and it freshens up the gameplay a little bit, makes it a little bit more interesting. So with that being said, could this be a test of other weather events happening in the near future? What if, like, next season in Chapter 2 Season 2, we get like thunderstorms or things like that, or tornadoes going around the map that like destroy builds and buildings? What if there was even like fires that started at certain parts of the map? Just dynamic things that slightly change the way the game is played and you have to react to. I personally think that would be pretty cool, and there's a lot they could do with it, but again, this is like the perfect test for this, because obviously the winter stuff isn't going to last forever. More than likely, I mean, we do have like, I think the end of Winterfest is around January 7th or 6th, so obviously, you know, until then is probably going to be when these snowstorms last until, but then after that, we've got a bit of time before the next season. As you guys remember, they said that the next season isn't starting until like February, which is pretty far off. Like, what are they going to do between the end of Winterfest and February? That's a decent amount of time. I'm hoping they do another event. We've still got things about like the Bow Bros event. Maybe they'll move the season up forward a little bit. That would be awesome. I miss doing the Battle Pass challenges and things like that. But yeah, I'm expecting something to happen, you know, story-wise after the snowstorms go away. Then we're probably going to really get into it and start to make sense of what exactly is happening in the storyline right now. So yeah, guys, be sure to subscribe for those videos. Got some fun ones coming up for sure that you definitely do not want to miss. Turn on those notifications notifications as well. And on top of that, guys, if you want to check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, all of the stuff about the New Year's event, and then below that are some other fun videos I'm sure you'll enjoy. But again, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.